I'm Dr. Vanita Rattan. I'm a doctor, but also a cosmetic formulator specifically for skin of color. Today we have with us the beautiful Anushka.
Hello!
She's all things Bollywood. Today we're going through a series of Bollywood skincare videos and whether they got it right or not. Don't forget, I'm in the comment section for 1 hour at the launch of every single YouTube video. So when you subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can come and ask me your skincare questions. You can also follow me on Instagram and TikTok, and also for you?
Yes, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube.
Okay, so let's dive right in.
So today we're going to be taking a look at BHATIA'S DIY mask. Now, you know what Dr. V always thinks about DIYs, but let's see if TAMANNAAH got it right or not.
Namaste book, ellarukku vanakkam, andariki namaskaram. I am so excited क्योंकि आज मैं आपके साथ शेयर करने वाली हूँ मेरे ब्यूटी सीक्रेट्स और मेरे कुछ रिचुअल्स जो मैं बचपन से कर रही हूँ। ये मेरे माँ ने मुझे सिखाया था जब मैंने अपना करियर शुरू किया था, क्योंकि हर दिन मेकअप यूज हो रहा था, हर दिन स्टाइलिंग, हेयर, इतना सब केमिकल्स यूज करने के बाद मैं चाहती थी मैं कुछ नेचुरल यूज करूँ।
Okay, so let's talk about this. Everything is a chemical. So when you hear, oh, I don't want to use any chemicals, water is a chemical. Literally everything is a chemical. It's made of atoms, elements, chemicals. So that's a huge misconception when you say, oh, I want to use something natural. Natural is also chemicals. So I just want to bust that myth first, because that's something that we hear a lot. In addition, people think natural is good and chemicals are bad.
Yeah.
But actually, it's not that. It's what is pH suitable for your skin. So with our skin, we have a pH of about 5 to 6. If, for example, you put lemon juice on the skin with a pH of 2, you're going to burn the skin and lead to hyperpigmentation. That's bad for the skin, even though it's natural. Versus, for example, a peptide that's been synthesized in the laboratory to suit the same pH as your skin, which is good for your skin. It's going to help your skin and nourish your skin. So it's not a case that natural is good and chemicals are bad or artificial is bad. It's just misinformation, just something I want to quickly bust before we started.
I'm actually glad you did that, because I'm always like, oh, natural.
Are you?
But clearly here we are.
Yeah. No. As in, natural can be good, but it can also be bad.
Yeah.
Artificial can be good, but it can also be bad. Let's get cracking. But I just also want to say her genetics are excellent. You can tell straight away.
Yeah.
She's beautiful. Her skin is clearly very good as well. So she already has a bit of a head start.
Okay. I actually have seen her in person. I only just saw her last year at the IFA Awards. Oh my God, she was glowing.
Really?
Like just clear skin, and actually I want to say glass skin she has.
Okay.
So yeah, let's see.
Was that foundation, do you think, or do you think it was that?
It was foundation, but I don't think she had that much on.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can tell if someone's got textured skin underneath or if it's smooth. That's true.
चंदन, कॉफी, हनी, ये तीन चीजें हम मिक्स।
Chandan is sandalwood.
Yes.
So sandalwood smells good,
Yeah.
but it's a skin sensitizer. You don't want to put this directly onto the skin, especially if you have a damaged skin barrier, you have sensitive skin, dry skin, and even if you have a healthy barrier, you're not going to put an irritant onto the skin. Back in the day, we didn't have access to products that give you the benefit but without the cost or the irritancy potential. So that's why they would use sandalwood. But nowadays, it's not something that I would recommend you put directly onto the skin. What else did she say? She said
Chandan, honey.
Honey I'm okay with. So honey is not an irritant. It's fine to put on the skin. It's a bit messy, to be honest. It's a bit sticky, but it is actually quite hydrating to the skin. So it's one of the things that I don't mind you putting on the skin. And what was the third thing?
Dr. V approved. Honey, guys. I'm going to go over.
There's one ingredient I don't want.
Honey on my face.
That's really sticky. What was it? She said yogurt?
Yes, she said yogurt.
Yogurt. Okay, so yogurt is actually very good as well. It's good to bind the honey.
That's it.
Honey and yogurt. But to be honest, it just tastes better than it is on the face. But
True.
Let's see.
Scrub our face.
Okay. So did she say coffee?
Oh, sorry, she said coffee. Yeah, sorry, it was coffee.
Okay, so she's using coffee as an antioxidant, but also as a physical scrub. So The thing is, you are going to see a brightening of the skin when you physically rip off the top layer of skin, but it's not necessarily the best way to do it because you're not just removing dead skin cells, you're also removing living skin cells. And so physical scrubs are not great for skin of color, for Indian skin. In fact, I'd rather you went for a chemical exfoliator that gives you even exfoliation and only removes the dead skin cells. That means that it doesn't damage the skin barrier, especially if you opt for lactic acid and mandelic acid over glycolic acid, let's say.
Okay.
Yeah.
चंदन का अभी ये 1 टीस्पून कॉफी का जा रहा है इसमें ऑर्गेनिक रॉ हनी कोशिश कर सकें तो आप रॉ इंग्रेडिएंट्स रॉ और ऑर्गेनिक इंग्रेडिएंट्स सर्च करिए.
So there's this whole movement, of course, for organic, and I'm really happy for you to use organic when you're eating organic, but it really makes no difference to what you're putting on the face. You're going to have the same pH other than, for example, say pesticides, which is another irritant. For that reason, actually, I don't mind her using organic, but more than organic is the pH of the product.
चाहते हैं कि आपकी स्किन को रियली बेनिफिट करे तो उसका ऑर्गेनिक होना जरूरी है. ये सारे इंग्रेडिएंट्स थोड़े ड्राइंग रहते हैं, तो अगर आपकी स्किन ऑलरेडी बहुत ड्राई है तो शायद थोड़ा और हनी इस्तेमाल करिएगा बिकॉज हनी आपकी स्किन को हाइड्रेट कर.
I love how she speaks.
She's so soft.
She's so soft. I come across really harsh.
Yeah, in comparison.
Okay, if you have dry skin, don't do this at all because
wow.
you don't want to. Dry skin basically means that the skin barrier is compromised. So at that point, you don't want to exfoliate the skin. What you want are humectants, you want fats, you want ceramides, you want to hydrate the skin. You do not want to exfoliate the skin. So if you have dry skin, please avoid. And I think there's like a kind of a need that, you know, if you feel like your skin is flaky, let me kind of scrub it away.
Yeah.
That's almost...
But that's the worst.
It makes it worse, yeah. In fact, what you want
to
to do is you want to load the skin with humectants and fats rather than, oh, let me just scrub away the flakes because that doesn't really help the situation.
थोड़ा मॉइस्चराइज कर लेता है एंड इसका स्मेल इतना अच्छा है. इट्स लाइक अगर आपको कॉफी पीने की जरूरत भी नहीं पड़ेगी, आपने लगा भी लिया तो आपको
Drink the coffee, guys.
अगर आप इनमें से किसी भी इंग्रेडिएंट्स से एलर्जिक हैं तो ये अगर आपको चेक करना है तो पहले अपने हाथ और अपने नेक पे चेक कर लीजिएगा. तो ये मैं अपने आंखों पे नहीं लगाती क्योंकि एक स्क्रब है.
Agreed. Avoid the eye area.
आपकी अंडर आई की जो स्किन रहती है और जो आपके आंखों के ऊपर की स्किन रहती है बहुत पतली रहती है और सेंसिटिव रहती है, तो उस पे नॉर्मली स्क्रब्स नहीं लगाए जाते. Is there any Telugu people watching? I think మీ అందరికి ఇది బాగా నచ్చుతుంది ఎందుకంటే we all have these days when the skin is so dry and dull. ఆ డల్ స్కిన్ ఉన్న రోజు ఈ రిచువల్ చేస్తే మీరు చాలా ఫ్రెష్ గా ఫీల్ అవుతారు.
I love that word. Yes, okay. So, yes, it's true. With skin of color, we do tend to actually get dry, dull skin. Dull skin is quite a big problem for us.
Yeah.
And the reason is because skin of color or Indian skin has less ceramides than Caucasian skin. And so what that means is we've got less fats in our skin, and so that leads to skin compacting, skin cells compacting slightly tighter, and so the melanin is packed slightly tighter, so skin looks duller. So yes, exfoliation is very important actually for skin of color, but also is using ceramides in our skincare. So when it comes to ceramides, you can use a moisturizer with ceramides and peptides such as this one, which is a Cera-Pep Brightening Moisturiser, and is made for skin of color for that reason. So get ceramides into your skincare routine.
ओके, मुझे लगता है कि ये स्क्रब हो गया है. मैं अपना स्किन बहुत ज्यादा रब करना नहीं चाहती वरना वो लाल हो जाएगा और वो इरिटेट हो जाएगा. मैं इसे रखने वाली हूँ 10 मिनट के लिए.
She's right. So that redness and irritation, which is spot on, that should never happen in skin of color because that can lead to hyperpigmentation. It's the exact opposite of what we want. But sometimes we think, oh, the more I scrub my skin, the better it feels, the fresher it feels. I'm doing something good for my skin. But actually your skin's crying.
Yeah.
So let's give some love to our skin. Let's not hurt the skin.
Don't hurt it, yeah.
Yeah, we don't need inflammation.
मिनट के बाद मैं इसे निकाल दूंगी. तो मैंने स्क्रब अब उतार दिया है. आई फील माई स्किन सो मच मोर सॉफ्टर. इनफैक्ट जो डेड स्किन रहती है स्किन पे बहुत बार मेकअप इस्तेमाल करने के बाद या बहुत लंबे अरसे तक धूप में रहने के बाद वो डेड स्किन जो जम जाती है, वो काफ़ी हद तक कम हो गई है। अब मैं करने वाली हूँ वो रूटीन जो इसको हाइड्रेट करे, मॉइस्चराइज करे, एट द सेम टाइम क्लेंस करे। मुझे याद है जब मैं बहुत छोटी थी, मैं कुछ प्रोडक्ट्स इस्तेमाल नहीं कर पाती थी बिकॉज स्किन बहुत ही जल्दी रैश हो जाती थी, तो तभी बेसन और दही वाज माय गो टू। बट मैंने एक इंग्रेडिएंट नया ऐड किया है इसमें, जो रेडिशनेस आप जो अभी थोड़ा देख सकते हैं यहाँ पर, उसे कम करती है, इज रोज वाटर, और ये बहुत ही खूबसूरती से।
Okay, let's talk about this.
So we've got besan,
Gram
flour,
and
yogurt and rose water.
Okay. Gram flour is very drying to the skin.
God. Where are we going with this? Guys,
Basically, you see these...
Just product placements. Just use these, okay?
Use these.
We'll ask you very much or happier.
You don't do. Basically, what it is it's so funny. Gram flour is something that you find in a lot of these DIY routines, and it's an absorbent. So actually, when you use it, you'll feel like if you have oily skin, your skin's going to feel drier and you may feel tighter. But this is not a good thing. Psychologically, you'll think you're doing a good thing, but actually you want to hydrate the skin. Gram flour does the opposite of hydrating. You might feel like you're drying out the acne, for example, but your acne is only going to come back worse because you've now increased sebum production. So gram flour is really not something that you would want. And if you have dry skin, you definitely don't want to use it because you're drying your skin out even further. So it's just not an ingredient that I would recommend. But yogurt, I'm all about the yogurt.
Yeah,
very happy.
Honey is a green tick.
Honey is fine. Yogurt's fine.
Is a green tick so far.
And actually rose water is fine as long as it's not fragranced.
Okay.
So that's the other thing. Have a look at the back of the packaging. It may say aroma, fragrance, limonene, linalool. These are some of the other words that they use perfume for fragrance. If you see that on the inky list, the ingredients list at the back, don't use it in your product. Basically, fragrance leads to contact dermatitis in 3 to 4% of the population, which then leads to hyperpigmentation. It's just not worth it. And the vast majority of skincare contains fragrance in it. So always opt for products that don't have fragrance in it.
फेस पे रोज वाटर लगा देती हूँ और छोड़ देती हूँ, and that actually helps.
I wanted to use fragrance.
मैंने इसमें डाला है रोज वाटर.
Can't see it. She doesn't show the bottle.
पानी जैसा हो गया है. बट मैं इसमें अभी जब थोड़ा योगर्ट डालूंगी तो थोड़ा थिक हो जाएगा. ये देखिए मैंने इसमें अभी दही मिलाई है और ये ठंडी दही है. मैंने कभी कभार ऐसा किया जब मैं बहुत ही ठंडी जगहों पर काम कर रही थी, जैसे कोई भी माउंटेन पे शूट कर रही थी, तो मैंने स्टीम लेने के बाद स्क्रब करके और फिर ये वाला मिक्सचर यूज किया है. बिकॉज जहाँ पर बहुत ठंडी होती है वहाँ पर आपके पोर्स टाइट हो जाते हैं, बंद हो जाते हैं. इसकी जो ठंडक है ये बहुत ही हेल्प करती है. ये मैं थोड़ा अपने अंडर आइज पे भी डालूंगी. और याद रखिएगा इसका कंसिस्टेंसी आप डिसाइड कर सकते हैं. अगर आपको लगता है एक दिन आपको क्लेंजिंग इफेक्ट चाहिए तो इसे और थिकर बनाइए. जिस दिन आप चाहते हैं कि सिर्फ ज्यादा हाइड्रेटिंग रहे, ज्यादा मॉइस्चराइजिंग रहे, उस दिन आप थोड़ा ज्यादा योगर्ट डालिएगा. करना पड़ेगा ताकि थोड़ा सूख जाए और ये सूख के थोड़ा अपना काम कर ले. तो एक बार जब कर लेता है तो मैं इसको धोने वाली हूँ.
Oh, I actually love her.
She is so lovely.
मेरा स्किन केयर रूटीन बहुत ही सरल है. जैसा कि आप देख सकते हैं कि बहुत क्लीन दिख रहा है, मुझे काफी सॉफ्ट भी लग रहा है. इनफैक्ट इतने दिनों के काम के बाद आई थिंक ये मुझे बहुत जरूरी.
So she's right, her skin is glowing, and your skin will glow if you scrub the skin and then you apply any form of moisturizing thing on the skin. It's just that it's just not the best way to go about it. If you're looking for the best effects, this won't be it. This is more likely to lead to irritation. Actually, it's just really inconvenient, just time-wise.
Yeah, this is like quite a lot of stuff. Like you have to get everything out from the kitchen into your bathroom first and then mix it all up. You should.
And then how is that even hygienic? How do you? What do you do?
Exactly.
Do you take a little bit, or do you take the whole?
Well, this is it.
Do you take all the gram flour with you? Like, how does it work?
And also, like, you've already used some of it with your cooking, right?
Yeah. So, and then your hands have gone into it.
Yeah.
Is it sterilized? I'd rather things were in airless packaging. You're not putting your finger back into a jar again. That's very unhygienic. Even with moisturizers, I would never recommend you buy a jar that you're constantly dabbing back into. It's not ideal. You really want to opt for airless pumps, basically. So the product comes out once. There's no oxygen around the product, and the product is stabilized.
और I'm glad मैं आपके साथ share कर पाई. तो thank you देखने के लिए. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you. Bye.
I love her. I love her.
So can I just say, like you said, her skin is glowing. Absolutely love her. But out of 10, what would you rate those masks?
Are you going to make me do this again?
Yeah.
I have no friends in the industry by the time we're done, basically.
No, we're not hating on anyone.
No,
we're just politely going
I
through.
think her skin is 10 out of 10, just her natural skin.
100%,
and that's from genetics. I would say this particular, she's basically done a mask and a scrub. I'd give the scrub a 3 out of 10 because it's got fragrance and it's a physical scrub, which I wouldn't recommend. And then the mask she put in, I don't know if the rose water had fragrance in it or not. And she put gram flour in, which can be very drying and worsen acne and worsen dry skin. So I would also give that probably a 3 or 4 out of 10.
Sorry.
So I think, I mean, I like the thought process behind what she's done. She's clearly a lovely, lovely woman. I just would make some tweaks, I think, to maybe improve her skincare routine. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. We will be in the comment section for 1 hour at the launch of every single video. We've got a few more videos we're filming today.
I can't wait.
Very excited. We did the Alia Butt one. I think everyone has asked me to do the Alia Butt with her sister. She this video.
Yes.
So we're doing that today. And also, Deepika's got a new video.
Yeah, her 82 E's, which I believe you've already reviewed.
I have,
Yes, but we're going to be talking about her skincare that she went through with Shah Rukh Khan.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
And he's like, he was my first love.
Yeah, we love Shah Rukh Khan.
Yeah. See you next time. Bye.